asked me to pray this over you today. This is for you today, okay? Two things are occurring at the same time, and it's possible that this is happening, and this is what's going on. Firstly, you're having a glow up. I'm getting the feeling you just got out of something or something happened. And even if you didn't, even if you're in a relationship and things have been, maybe you've been going through struggles, whatever it is, you look gorgeous, mama. You look great. And I'm talking about to my gays, my theys, my girls, my men, everyone, all of you. You look better than you have ever looked before. And God gave this a purpose, okay? God needs you to look good because he wants to elevate you. They want to elevate you. Spirit wants to elevate you to the next thing. But it can't keep happening so long as you are dragging ass behind, because you're still locked up in the situation that came before. But there are some things that God told me to say to you today that if you forget this, I want you to remember this, okay? The first one is this. I'm sorry, I took notes because this message was convoluted, baby. This message was convoluted. Okay, listen. First part. Love does not work like capitalism, okay? Love does not work like capitalism. You cannot, it's not a situation that the more effort you put into it, the more it gives back to you. This way that we have created this world would have you fooled, but love does not work the way monetary gains works. Okay, this is a situation that despite the amount of effort that you could put in, that you have put into this other person, into whatever the situation is, that does not necessarily mean that they are owed to give the same back to you. And furthermore, you giving them, and I'm not here to yell at you, I'm here to come together with you so we agree on points, because I want to set you right for this next winning season. Because you look so good, I don't want your energy to be sapped by anyone anymore. I don't want you to be looking around corners for people to be able to give them energy, hoping that they're going to return the same to you. It's not going to work that way. If you have something in your heart, in your soul, in your body, that you know, that you have this gap about it, like this thing that you want, this thing that your inner child still needs, and half the time it's self-love. Let's just call a spade a spade. You cannot necessarily will other people into giving you the love. You cannot heal them. You cannot fix them into the love that they are owed to give you. But I'm getting the feeling that you're beyond that, right? I'm getting the feeling that you're at a point that you are finally, thank you, confirmation. You are finally coming to terms with that. You are finally realizing that. You are in a situation that you have been putting in the effort finally towards yourself. And I'm hearing to some of you, for some of you, it's been no choice. That's what I'm hearing too. You've had no choice about it. It's a situation that when God wants to remove you from someone else's life because you've been overgiving because of this, that, or the other, because of a situation, they're going to remove you forcibly and ostensibly so that you can finally refocus yourself into where your focus needs to be, which is on self, healing yourself, giving yourself the things that you never gave. Because to be honest with you, you are the prince, okay? If you are hearing this, you are the shining prince. You are the one. Let's stop assuming that there is going to be a magical other person that is going to come sweep you off your feet and have the other half of the water from your cup that you need to finally fill you up. And not only that, they're going to somehow ghost more water into their cup so that they'll be at 100% too. It's not going to happen like that. Okay? The only way that you can hope to find someone and be able to recognize the red flags in somebody else who has not done that effort is when you've done it so much to yourself that other people's issues are blatantly obvious. Thank you, confirmation. They are blatantly clear that when you see them, you'll be at a point of your own self-worth that you'll say, actually, I'm not even going to invest in this because I know better. Okay? Because I know that my capitalist ventures, though I might put money into the stock market and see a return, although look at the way it's nosediving, mama, let that be a metaphor for you about putting in money and seeing how it turns out. Because with these other people, your attention is your monetary value, your energy, your magical power. Did you know the CIA acknowledged magic? Yes. Yes, the American CIA, that is Central Intelligence Agency, acknowledged magic. Yes, you don't believe me? Go ahead. You look up 5515 CIA and you read that 20-page packet about how the CIA figured out magic is real and how intentional energy is real, okay? You don't argue with me. Don't argue with me. Hear it from the CIA. Hear it from the scientists in the CIA who wrote the packet about it, okay? I'm serious. Google 5515 after this video is over. CIA. Watch your mind be blown. But the point being, behind every single person who is hypersensitive to how others feel is a power that goes unused. The ability to acknowledge others and not change a thing. To no longer be in a place that you need to people please others or micromanage, shift the energy enough so that you can feel that love and attachment that your parents never gave you, that your mom never gave you, that conditional love that your exes gave you, that was only contingent on you being good, on you being sweet to them, on you doing the things for them that they wanted you to do, on all of those things. Because when we remove ourselves from that feeling, when we give ourselves the love that we would have been giving others, hoping that they heal that wound, it's a weird situation. You pay it forward to others, hoping that they will sense that hole in your heart and give that energy back to you. It's not going to work like that. You are the prince that goes around saving. You need to work on your princely energies. That's why God made you. That's why God made you hot. Yes, baby girl, baby they, baby them, baby boy. You are gorgeous. You are hot. And if you don't feel hot, you need to get the effort into putting it back towards yourself so that you feel hot again. Because you can, oh my God, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm getting hot with this image because God doesn't want you to keep doing this to keep this situation going where mommy, daddy didn't give you the attention that you needed because you were a bad child, or when you were a good kid, that's when they gave you the love. So you think if you pay it forward to more people, the same thing will eventually happen to you. No. People want a healed person. People, and if they don't, then they are not healed themselves. Because the worst thing that can happen is that you lay in the same exact situation that you have been in. You stay stagnant. You stay in this energy where you do not elevate. Because the thing is God is making you hot right now so that you can finally have that semblance of self-worth again. You can have that second we say, wait a minute, hold on. Period. Say, hold on, wait a second. I'm sexy. What am I doing? What am I doing giving this energy to other people, this people-pleasing energy, hoping to micromanage how they feel? How they feel is none of my business. How they feel is theirs, only theirs. And that is not my fault, not my problem, because I'm so secure in myself that other people's images of me is babies, peons. You're plebeians to me. You're proletariat. You are nobody. I am me. It is me and God. God chose me. God is with me. Who are you to dictate my worth? Who are you to dictate what love I am capable of or what love I am owed and deserve? I can give it to myself. I will give it to myself. You know, what have you done for the self-care moments that you need to give back to yourself? When you're sitting in anxiety, are you going on dating apps? Are you hoping for a quick fix? Because let's talk for a second about dopamine, okay? Don't click off. Don't click off. I'm with you. I'm with you. And I want to talk to you about how your blessings are changing, how you are awakening to this. I am just confirming for you where you are already at. Because here's the thing. I know that what you are hearing from me right now is resonating. I know you are like, wait a minute. Yeah. Wait a minute, maybe I did need to hear this. Maybe I did need to have the Leo from Jersey pump me up. Maybe I did need to have somebody come get me. Come set me straight. Get a best friend on your side that goes bow, 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 bow. What are we doing? What are you doing? Why are you hoping other people are going to fill that hole, that inner child wound in yourself that you have, that you can give back to yourself, that love, that affection? You wake up one morning and you say, you know what I want to do? I want to go to the gym. And then you do it. Yes, and then you do it for yourself. You wake up in the morning, you say, you know what, I want to go to therapy. And then you do it. I want to journal. And then you do it. I want to play guitar. I want to go for a walk. I want to feel the rain on my skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it. Don't turn off, baby. I'm right here with you, okay? Let's talk about embracing your dark side, practicing being edgy, practicing saying no to things. Because when you're in a place that you're so secure in yourself, when other people try to pour into you, try to give back to you, you're so secure you can be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Because the worst thing that happens, let's be honest, the worst thing that happens is that you put yourself back out there with this hole still in you and you drive away real options for you, for the future, people that are fully healed, because to be honest with you, they sense the wound in you. That would be the worst case scenario, that they say, or being so self-destructive that you cannot even sense who's a good who's good for you, because when you're operating on this level, let's say you're on 5 gigahertz, okay? That's your vibration. That's your frequency. You will not be able to sense things above a certain vibrational frequency past that, because it's not within your plane. It's not within the realm for you of what you think you deserve. You're not going to grab someone with 25 gigahertz when you're on 5 gigahertz, because the leap will be too aggressive. You won't be able to handle the energy. You won't be able to handle the pattern, and you end up self-sabotaging. Somewhere in the middle, this person is lowering themselves to get to you, and you are not able to sustain that higher frequency. In this energy of insecurity, you'll either drive fully grown and secure people away because they will sense the discomfort and insecurity in you, or you will mistake the lack of chaos as boring as though love, because it is not causing you this anxiety, because you are not secure in yourself, as if that is the thing that you need or deserve. Worst case scenario. Think about a baby. Is a baby good or bad, or is it just imbued with the fact that it is a baby and thus it is a person and it should be given whatever it needs? Is a baby good or bad? Is a baby a good baby when it just doesn't cry and sits there goo goo gaga? And is a bad baby evil when it cries? No. A baby is a baby, and it is owed and worth the same thing. So let me ask you a question. When did you become different? When did you become different? When in your adulthood did you all of a sudden, or childhood, did you all of a sudden turn around and say, you know what, I'm actually not owed the things that babies are owed. I actually, they're better than me, actually. What the freak? What the freak is going on in here? You are owed exactly what you are owed, and it will be given to you in time, but you have to continue focusing on the healing for yourself, because all these other things are learned actions. These are learned. Your people-pleasing tendencies, your ability to read a room, that's your hypersensitivity. And beyond that hypersensitivity, as I said before, is a power, is an ability, is a spirit chosen by God, that you can sense a situation, and you know what? You'll be so high energy, so deep, so valued in yourself that you say, you know what? I know what I bring to the table. I know I have I know I'm sensitive. I know I can read the room. I know I provide for others. I know I'm a backbone. I know I'm always there when other people need it. I bring the joy. I bring the happiness. I gather people and bring them together and put them like-minded people together so that we all can rise above our station. If you're doing all that, why can't you do it for yourself? Why can't you remove yourself from the pity party situation that you are currently in? Or I feel like you already have. I feel like, honestly, if you're watching this, I feel like I am here to confirm for you that you are finally doing the work. That's really what I'm hearing in my head. It's almost easier to protect the need that you want for yourself onto others than take the responsibility to build it for yourself. But God wants to build with you. You can't receive what you believe you don't deserve. So in order for you to be in that place that you finally receive that love and care and affection, and that we see each other eye to eye feeling with another partner, you have to be at 100% as well, because you want to be able to talk to them on that first date sitting across from each other, or be with your partner sitting across from them after a long day and say, you know what? Thank you for seeing me. I have been through so much. I recognize you see that in me. If you could see it in others, what makes you think you would never find somebody who could do that to you? But instead, you're hyped up on that person who kept dragging you down, or you were hyped up on that person because you believe that that's what you deserve. You don't believe, because the work, this is the crazy part. Half of the hardship of this process is the actual belief that you have to wait, knowing you have to wait, that you can do better, that you will do better, that it will show itself out for you. But you gotta believe. You just gotta believe. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. You just gotta believe. Because the truth is, it's so much easier in those moments when you're alone, in those months that you're alone, in those weeks that you're lonely, in that lonely feeling. You're like, I'm beautiful. What's wrong with me? To go back and say, you know what? Maybe things have changed. Maybe I deserve that now. Maybe we've both fixed ourselves. What are we talking about? You have elevated, but you have to believe in yourself and believe in God. Believe in spirit, that with your elevation, you will be finally shown something on that new energetic frequency. It takes belief. And that's the hardest part. It takes trust. It takes trust in the divine and a higher purpose and in yourself, that when something better comes along, you will finally be in a place that you are able to acknowledge and see it, because if not, you're going to let all these options pass right by you because you can't recognize what a good partner is from a bad partner. You can't recognize someone who wants to pour into you versus someone that needs to be poured into. You don't have that for yourself. Being assertive and self-advocating is your job, and it is not your job to micromanage their opinions or where they are at. A secure attachment style recognizes these tendencies in others and leaves them where they lay. When did you decide you had a responsibility to fix other people? When did you decide, where would you be? Who would you be without the I must be good and worthy persona? How radical is it to just be yourself entirely and just go with what you want to do? How radical. What a radical notion to wake up in the morning and say, I want to make eggs, and then you make eggs. To wake up in the morning and say, I want to go to the gym, and then you go to the gym. To wake up in the morning and say, I want to do self-work. I want to watch a video talking about my inner child wounds and my attachment styles, and then you fix it. It is so much easier to lack responsibility and continue looking in other people for that thing that's going to take that loneliness feeling out of yourself. It's not going anywhere. I hate to be the one to, you know what that's called? That's called your shadow. Yes. And the more you stand out in the presence of the sun, the larger this shadow becomes. Someone who's too bright a light to you will just exacerbate and upset your own shadow. And a person who's at full 100% in the way that I'm talking about would not take you on as a pet project. Do you understand? And I know that you're getting to a place that you are finally coming to terms with that. You are finally understanding that in your adulthood. You're like, you know what? Wait a second. I've been going about this a little wrong. I've been doing too much. I've been going about this so aggressively. You don't want people to feel the way that you felt previously, which is why you overgive. It's because you've been through so much. Baby girl, baby boy, baby them. They have to. No one can run from their self-actualization, their self-work. Even this person, you're like, well, that person, no. Let me stop you right there. No, they cannot run. Just like you cannot run, they cannot run from the loneliness, from the self-actualization. They are not, no matter how many, they could be the hottest person in the world previously, okay? And every partner they find could go with them because they think they're such a commodity, so attractive, so special. Maybe they got a fancy job. Maybe they got a lot of money. Whatever it is, it will never fix the hole that they have inside themselves. And as long as they keep running, as long as you keep running, as long as this proverbial them keeps running, excuse me, it's the truth. That's a release of energy. As long as they keep running, they will never turn that eye inward and fix the hole that they have in themselves and meet a partnership, meet a situation, meet a friendship, meet whatever it is at an equal, giving place where we see each other and help each other from 100%. We do not raise each other out of the depths or hope to save each other from the situations that we're in. It's just not going to work that way. It requires faith that the changes you commit to making will show up for you. Is a baby only worth anything when it isn't crying? These traits have been learned by you inadvertently, inherently. This is how this happened. Embrace your dark side. Embrace being assertive. Embrace being self-advocating. No one else is going to be the self-advocation that you need in these situations. You need to be the person that your inner child was looking for all along. Oh, I'm getting chills. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting the feeling you are finally waking up to that. And as a result, God making you look good, okay? This is your season. God said, baby girl, baby boy, baby them, you, baby Leo, you do the work. You do the work. And I will meet you there. I will meet you where you want to be. I will put the person in your presence. I will make your partner see where you're at. I will situate you where you need to be. But in order for me to be there, in order for me to bless your house, in order for me to knock on your front door, the house got to be clean. There can't be no hoarders, can't be no rats, can't be no bugs. You have to make, the place has to be, God loves to bless a clean house, that loves to bless an orderly home. Because if it is not orderly, if it is not situated, how am I supposed to give you the things that you need when you don't have the basics? Okay, you want me to give you, picture this. God shows up to your front door with arms full of groceries, but you don't got a fridge. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? God shows up to your front house with children, but you don't have the child padlocking. This is a disaster. God will not bless you with someone that is right for you, with a situation that is right for you, with a job, with a journey, with an opportunity that is right for you until you are in the place that you can handle it, the ups and turns, topsy-turvy, whatever it may be. And as long as you operate in this lower playing field, this lower frequency, you will never assess when a situation is right for you because you will not be an energetic match to it. That is what that means. That is what that means. Your people-pleasing tendencies are keeping you down because you're so afraid of being alone. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Let's talk. Once you wean yourself off of a situation, there is going to be, like a drug addict, that period where you have to readjust to being clean. Okay? You're not getting the dopamine from the ways that you used to. You're not getting the love and affection care from the places that you used to. So now you have to, I'm picturing, oh my God, you ever seen the movie Gia with, oh my God, the famous actress, Angelina Jolie. I'm picturing her in that scene, getting clean in rehab, laying in bed, just thrashing. And she's a supermodel. She's a supermodel in the show. It was not contingent. Her being addicted to drugs was not contingent on the opportunity she was given or the beauty that she had or how much people loved her. People loved her. It was not, that was never going to help fix the emptiness inside her heart that yearned for more from the stuff that she could not give herself because she could not be alone. She could not self-soothe. She could not self-actualize. Other people threw themselves at her. Opportunities abounded and it drove her further and further into the ground. In this upcoming season, you may be alone. You may have moments where you feel lonely, where you are by yourself. God has situated that on purpose because God needs you to turn around from the sun and see the size of your shadow, okay? You can give to you what others have never given you. Stop expecting them to. Don't get offended when they don't. Don't get offended. I can see you crying on some, why do people never give me what I give them? I do so much for other people. Why? Thank you, confirmation. The question I have to ask you in this moment, why do you extend so much to other people? Why is it so hard for you when people text you to say, hey, I'm sorry I can't today. I'm due for self-care day. Or to not even give them the explanation, just be like, hey, sorry, I'm busy. And do whatever you need to do. That is what it's going to take to be at this next place. And I'm going to be honest with you. You're looking gorgeous. You're looking hot. Looking sexy. So now that you've been doing the work, now that you've been giving back to yourself, now that you've been healing, God is going to test you. Yes. God is going to send you situations and say, can you recognize if this situation is for you or not? Because other people are always going to want in what you have. Even if one person doesn't, even if whatever the situation drove away because they were in your life for a season and a reason, whatever the reason is, now they're gone. Okay. God is going to continue to send you new opportunities. Yes, you. Yes, you, I mean this season. Yes, when you are seeing this, it is about to happen. An opportunity. Yes, because you have been doing the work. So God is trying to reward you. But with the reward comes the tests. You ever seen the show Blue Lock? The anime Blue Lock? Every time the lead character bypassed the test, he had to stand on the bodies of all the people that he had to beat, that he had to overcome to get to this next place. And finally, he became comfortable with the feeling of winning. Are you comfortable with the feeling of winning? And what that means? That means that other people are not always going to be happy with your winning season. Other people are not always, some people might love you and want to keep you back with them. And you have to be okay with being like, actually, no. I have to win, which means I have to elevate, which means you have to lose, which means you have to stay here. That is natural. That is a natural progression. Your people-pleasing tendencies have lied to you. This kumbaya capitalist society has lied to you. That the more you put into other people, we can all elevate. Stop it. Stop it. This is not the no child left behind policy. No, 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 no. You focus on you. You stand atop the mountain of bodies. You are the winning season. It's you. God wants to elevate you. You have to work on yourself. I really, really watch Blue Lock the anime because they realized in this pressure cooker situation, even in the friendships they had created, even in the situations they had cultivated, they still, and they're soccer players that are pursuing their dream, fulfilling their dream, going after their dream. They still needed to elevate themselves. They needed to push themselves because nobody else was going to help them on their team. If they were dragging others down, nobody was going to save them. You need to elevate. You are elevating. And it's okay when other people get cut out or left behind because they are not a match for you anymore. If they're not on the winning team, they're not Lionel Messi, they ain't coming with you. They ain't coming with you. God's taking them out for a reason. Because they were in for a season. They got tested. They got drafted and tested and it didn't work out. And that's natural. And that's natural, baby. That is natural. So, and everyone wants to be a part of your team. You're like the Italian soccer team, babe. Everyone wants in. Okay? So you're going to have to get comfortable with telling people, you know what, and especially as you elevate, as you get better, as the players you pick get closer, get better, get my clothes better, my shoes better, my looks better, my everything about me better. Other people are going to want in and you're going to have to be able to understand, wait a minute. God is going to test you, say, is that an energetic frequency match? Is the little child from down the street ready to be on the Italian professional soccer team? Get comfortable with saying no. Get comfortable because you're going to be saying it more than ever. Whew. Sheesh! That was a big message today. I know that's not my, oh my God, that was such an aggressive message. But it's because God wants to talk to you because this breakup season, because things have been happening like this, God has to show you everything that you've done for a reason. Spirit has given you these opportunities to elevate, to better recognize in yourself, to reflect onto yourself what you need also to get better, to be in a situation where you don't repeat cycles. Because that's what we mean when we say repeat cycles, is getting walloped with the same situation, dragged back down because you weren't ready to admit that you needed to wait and be comfortable being alone until you could be served better. I'm seeing in my mind, final closing message. I'm seeing in my mind a fancy restaurant, sitting there across the table, white tablecloths, beautiful. But the waiter comes out and says, hi, I know we're a Michelin star restaurant, but we're a little backed up. And I just want you to know the food will be so worth it when it comes out. But you just got to wait a little longer. It's not like McDonald's, baby. It's not the drive-through, pull-through, where they just give it to you. They say, okay, you wanted a burger. You wanted something to fill your stomach in this moment just because you had to. Bam, here, have it. No. God wants to set you up with that Michelin star, same energetic frequency people that belong in your life, that are not going to be in a place to heal your inner child. In fact, if they feel that your inner child isn't healed, they're going to run. Because it's the same thing with soccer, baby. If you haven't done the basics, how do you expect to be doing fancy footwork, not choking when you are an inch from the goal? You got, your team is tied. Everyone's behind you. Everyone's waiting. They want you to score. You are right there. You have done everything that you can. And then you pass it because you choked. And this person the person you pass it to does not have any of the basics or information that you have, any of the training that you've done, the work that you've done. So they fumble and you lose. God will never let that happen to you. Even if that means rocking you to get you awake. Because the coach, if they feel like they're going to bench someone, they're going to bench someone. And you just have to be okay with that. Because why? You're focused on yourself. Look down at your team number. Look down at your chest. Look at your team number, okay? You're number 7, okay? Now, is that number 7 or are you number 7? Right. So you just have to focus on yourself. What's your position? Oh, forward? Oh, so you just have to focus on the offense. You can't control what the defense is up to. You can't control if a midfielder is getting it to you. You just play your position. That is the point. Continue to work on yourself and you will always be given back to. And in a capitalist society, I'll tell you one thing. The work that you do on yourself, even in a capitalist society, you will get back in spades, in folds, in more than you could ever imagine. While other people, you can never will them, love them, pour into them enough in the hopes. Let's say they get to 100. If they pour back into you, where's the magical extra water to keep them at 100 coming from? It's not. You focus on yourself, baby, especially when you look good. When you look this good, baby, everyone wants a piece. Everyone wants some of your water. You know what I'm saying? All right, thank you so much. I've been the Leo from Jersey. I know today's message was a little more aggressive, but I just do what God tells me to do. I show up here and I sit here in this spot and I say what God wants me to say. Nothing more, nothing less. Because I told you a few weeks ago I had that It's Breakup Season video. You should check that out. And now I'll be seeing all these videos on my timeline on some, we broke up, we broke up, we broke up. And just like that, it's time to work on your inner child. We need to talk to them again. Because your inner child was looking for the prince that will come save them. And it's you. It's you. So in order for you to be the sexiest prince or princess, whatever, I don't care. The sexiest prince. I don't care, baby girl. You know I love you. You know I love you. I'm talking about you. To come on, you got to buy the horse, okay? You got to get the skincare right to make sure we sparkle when we show up. Hair right, my clothes better, my shoes better. So when we show up with the crown on our head to save the little inner child, because that's what it is, baby. The inner child's waiting for the prince to come scoop them up. It's not another person. It's you. You're the prince showing up on some, take my hand. Take up the staff, Moses, and with this, you will do my wonder. Thank you so much. I've been the Leo from Jersey. I absolutely love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like or subscribe if you like my kind of messages, or check out the video that says it's breakup season if this relates to you. Or if you currently have a partner, obviously this message still goes for you. But if they're in a situation that they're dragging ass, because yesterday, I'm going to give you one last little tidbit before I go. Because last night I was over a friend's house and I met with one of her friends. She'd been in a relationship for the past 6 years. She's now 25 years old. She's been with this partner since she was 19 years old. He has already cheated on her. She has also never had the strength or courage to take herself to the gynecologist to even check if she has anything in 6 years. Yeah. I'm talking about, there are these people that are out there in that situation. Don't let me find you in that situation. God will yank you by your bootstraps she looked like the life had been sapped out of her whole body because she'd been given to someone else for so long that she had nothing to show for herself. And in her adulthood, she had never been single. She had never been by herself. And so the idea of being by herself gave her, she would have emotional shutdowns, freakouts. Her body would act like a drug addict. Do you understand? It is like a drug. The love is like a drug. And the dopamine, when it is removed from you, when it is taken from you, if you do not have the ability to sit and self-actualize and recreate a situation where you are at equilibrium again, God gonna rock you until you do. Fix and work on that inner child. Work on yourself, because she could not even sense that she had the ability to rise above her station, leave this man behind. He wanted to put he still wants to put a baby in her. They're not engaged. They live with their parents. They don't even do their own health insurance. Talk about how's that for love in a capitalist society? Thank you so much. I've been Leo from Jersey. Get yourself out of there. So get out, save yourself. What's that? I'm hearing Whoopi Goldberg. What did she say in that one movie? I don't even remember. It's like a ghost or something that she's like, baby girl, save yourself. That's what you need to do. All right, thank you so much. Leave a like, leave a subscription. Check out any of the other videos. If you're pulled to anything else that is for you, I am talking to you, by God, to you. Yes, yes, yes. If this message today was for you, then we might be an energetic match. Who's to say? Leave a subscription, see what else you got on my page. You never know. All right, thank you so much. Bye. This was my day.